As the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 53, Mike. Who that?
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams.
Hey, box truck.
No way to throw on second. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, get away.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
And Brown's got it for a Denver touchdown. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in after 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Whip. Watch the whip.
You draw Corker.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Still on his feet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 52. Spot. Greystone, travel.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on. Exit. It's 5.
Here's Elway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Break.
53, check 53. Hey, QB's traps. Let's go.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
To throw again. Elway. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
Down. 60 or.
I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play. You're able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd down, Elway sets up the screen to Gordon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
After the interception, here's Elway. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
A gain of 15. First down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Elway. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, Elway. And Brown's got it for a Bronco touchdown. Antonio Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, Raider 2. You ain't got nothing.
Now Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Elway. Able to get this to Gordon. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 7.
To throw is Elway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Right here, we got to step it up.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got loose right Chief.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Set 90 Wolf. Go, go.
29 is the Mike.
Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton, and he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
37.
Let's get off the field, D.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check three. Check three.
X3. 218. Snap.
Now Elway to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Elway. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Take it at the 37. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Down. 188. 1. Later 1. Get that ball.
They run again with Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off up at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Nelson Aguilar. 61 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They look good. Everything up. Funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He's got him in. Complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner. Have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Let's go. A gain on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Markel Lee able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
There you go. 5.
Check. 53. Check. 52.
Here's Elway to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Hey, dude.
Mike 5-4. Get in the way with him.
From the shotgun, Elway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we're good. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point from McManus is good. Back now in the East Bay, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 15, check 15.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, they're scared.
White Monday. 61, matchbox lights.
He's checking.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Brown, a 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here we go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start here with Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check.
They'll run with Jackson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it with Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I'm coming after you. Why?
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I got you, son.
Hey, Echo.
Elway wants to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Dthl. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? Dthl. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my